Hi everyone, my name is Mateus, and today we're going to talk about video games. Ubisoft has announced that it has, for the sixth time, delayed Skull and Bones, as well as cancelled 3 more unannounced games amid major challenges in the industry: the underperformance of Mario plus Rabbids, Sparks of Hope and Just Dance 2023, and an upcoming restructuring. In a press release, Ubisoft outlined a new strategy for the remainder of its fiscal year, as well as lowered expectations for the last fiscal quarter. Ubisoft explains the move as a result of the company facing major challenges as the industry continues to shift towards mega brands and long-lasting titles that can reach players across the globe, across platforms and business models. While Ubisoft notes its goal has been to build large, overarching, global brands, the release adds that games from this investment phase have yet to be released, while our recent launches have not performed as well as expected. Specifically, the press release later calls out Mario plus Rabbids, Sparks of Hope as underperforming in the final weeks of 2022 and early January despite an ambitious marketing plan. In response to these issues, Ubisoft is delaying Skull and Bones for the 6th time, and is also cancelling 3 unannounced projects on top of the 4 it already cancelled last year. For Skull and Bones specifically, the new target looks to be early 2023 to 24. Assuming this means fiscal year, the soonest we'll see Skull and Bones now will be April of 2023, and maybe as late as December. Ubisoft is also depreciating €500 million of research and development on upcoming premium and free-to-play games and the games they're cancelling, and it's looking to both focus on fewer games going forward and potentially restructure and reduce costs in the coming year. It's reduced its net bookings target for the quarter ending in December to €725 million from its previous target of €830 million. During an emergency investor call, this news certainly worried some investors, who questioned what Ubisoft had remaining in the tank with all these delays and cancellations. They were reassured that for next fiscal year, the one that starts in April, Ubisoft has Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora, which was already delayed once, Assassin's Creed Mirage, revealed last September, and other premium unannounced games, including a large one. The head of the Amazon Game Studios office in San Diego, John Smedley, is departing the company after 6 years. According to a report from Bloomberg, Smedley announced his departure in a company-wide email. He said that, after a lot of thought, I've decided it's time for me to try my hand at something new. The letter also states that Andy Seitz will step in as studio head, while Smedley assists to smooth the transition. Smedley is best known for his work on MMOs such as EverQuest and Star Wars Galaxies. A statement from an Amazon representative to Bloomberg said, "John is a game industry legend, and we're grateful for his contributions to Amazon Games over the past 6 years. His team remains focused on bringing their unannounced project to life. John is committed to staying on until the team is fully transitioned before he moves on to pursue something new." Smedley's departure coincides with widespread layoffs at Amazon. 6% of Nintendo is now owned by Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund, the financial scheme set up by the country's highly controversial Prince Mohammed bin Salman. The state's growing stake has risen from 5.01% last May, when word of its investment first surfaced, to 6.07% now. At the time, Nintendo said it learned of the investment from news reports and declined to comment further. This latest update comes from Nintendo's own report, via Reuters. The idea behind the PIF is that it acts as a long-term investment fund for the Saudi state as the world slowly moves away from its dependence on Saudi oil, as well as a more respectable business-like front for the country despite Prince Mohammed bin Salman's own reputation. The latest firmware update to the PS5 adds support for the upcoming Dualsense Edge wireless controller. The new version of PS5 firmware is already available to download, coming in at just 1 GB in file size. Users will need to agree to updated terms of service after installing the update. The main feature arriving in version 22.02-06.50.00 is support for the Dualsense Edge, Sony's new high-end customizable wireless controller. The accompanying details also include the standard message that the system software update improves system performance. Though, as usual, there is no further information available as to what these improvements refer to. The new firmware update arrives ahead of the PS5's new controller. The Dualsense Edge is due to be released on January 26th. A more expensive variant of the PS5 standard Dualsense controller, it comes with improved features and customizability akin to the Xbox's Elite Series controllers. Extra physical features include 3 different caps for the analog sticks, the ability to adjust trigger depth to your preference, mappable back buttons, and easily replaceable stick modules for when ferocious finger waggling eventually causes drifting to become an issue. The Dualsense Edge also features a function button that can be used to swap between different controller profiles. Full button remapping is paired with trigger and stick sensitivity, as well as control over haptic feedback vibration intensity. As such, multiple profiles can be created and swapped on the fly for different users or games. Microsoft has said it plans to announce release dates for several highly anticipated Xbox games during an upcoming product showcase. On Wednesday, Xbox and Bethesda announced plans to live stream a Developer Direct Games Showcase on January 25th. In a blog post on the English-language version of Xbox Wire, Microsoft said the event would deliver fresh details on games launching in the next few months, including Forza Motorsport, Redfall and Minecraft Legends. However, the German version of the Xbox Wire announcement has now claimed that release dates will be confirmed for these titles. Developer_Direct will focus on amazing features, extensive gameplay showcases and first-time shared release dates for great Xbox titles coming out over the next few months, including The Elder Scrolls Online, Forza Motorsport, Minecraft Legends and Redfall, it reads. Microsoft also said on Wednesday that it's planning a standalone Starfield show at a later date in order to dedicate the proper amount of time for a deep dive into Bethesda's sci-fi RPG. Following delays, Microsoft previously confirmed that Bethesda's Redfall and Starfield will be released in the first half of 2023, and the former is reportedly targeting a May release. Forza Motorsport is officially scheduled for release this spring and action strategy game Minecraft Legends is also coming in 2023. Hogwarts Legacy's PC specs have been revealed ahead of the game's release next month. The game, which will also release on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X in February, and later in the year on Switch and last-gen consoles, will require powerful hardware in order to run at its full potential. The game will also require at least 85 GB of storage on PC. How much storage the game will require on consoles is not currently known. Hogwarts Legacy PC specs. Minimum/low specs. OS, 64-bit Windows 10. CPU, Intel Core i5 6600, 3.3 GHz, or AMD Ryzen 5 1400. RAM, 16 GB. GPU, NVIDIA GeForce GTX 960 GB or AMD Radeon RX 474 GB. DirectX version, DX12. Storage 85 GB HDD. Notes, SSD, preferred, HDD, supported, 720p/30 fps, low quality settings. Recommended/high specs. OS, 64-bit Windows 10. CPU, Intel Core i7 8700, 3.2 GHz, or AMD Ryzen 5 3600. RAM, 16 GB. GPU, NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1080 or AMD Radeon RX 5704. DirectX version, DX12. Storage 85GB HDD. Notes, SSD, 1080/60 FPS, high-quality settings. Ultra specs. OS, 64-bit Windows 10. CPU, Intel Core i7-10700K, 3.80 GHz, or AMD Ryzen 5 5800. RAM, 32 GB. GPU, NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2080 or AMD Radeon RX 6800. DirectX version, DX12. Storage 85GB HDD. Notes, SSD, 1440/60 FPS, ultra quality settings. Ultra 4K specs. OS, 64-bit Windows 10. CPU, Intel Core i7-10700K, 3.80 GHz, or AMD Ryzen 5 5800. RAM, 32 GB. GPU, NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3090 or AMD Radeon RX 7900. DirectX version, DX12. Storage 85GB HDD. Notes, SSD, 2160/60 FPS, ultra quality settings. According to Insider Gaming, the upcoming PS5 7.00 update will feature both full Discord implementation and support for streaming PS5 games. The site sources state that a public beta for the 7.00 system update will begin in the coming days, with it ending on January 30th. Apparently, the Discord functionality will not be active in the beta. The PS5 7.00 firmware update is expected to launch on March 8th, so there are still a couple of months to wait before all players can enjoy Discord and PS5 game streaming. That's all the news for today, Friday, January 13th, 2023. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. The links to all the subjects discussed in this video are available in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.